What's happening, people? Now, I haven't made any videos for, well, got to be pushing a week or so now. Basically, as my channel's Bobulation Nation, I have been discombobulated. Like, the the stuff that's been out in this last week, apart from House and the Dragon, I'm not going to talk about that, but the rest has been what? Like, you know, She-Hulk, just Jen, just what the? Oh, do you want better? Where is Jen? What is a Jen? Wedding Jan. And yeah, I watched it. I started thinking I could imagine a certain demographic like watching it and actually thinking this is really funny, and so I actually realigned my flipping synaptic pathways or whatever you call them to try and view it from as if I was a different person, like I'd been possessed by a different way of thinking, and because I was trying to imagine these people that I thought might find it funny. I started actually finding it funny. It was I'm not on drugs before you're thinking that, and then I watched The Rings of Power. Oh wow. The Rings of Power. I mean, riddle me this. But I don't know if, like I say, watching She-Hulk, just Jan, like I say, I was trying to alter my way of thinking to wrap my head around it. I don't know if I was still in this under that condition, when I watched The Rings of Power, but I thought, this episode's actually not really bad. I mean, it was still bad. I mean, actually, it was very bad. And watching flipping Galadriel, like, doing a Matrix Reloaded oh, I mean, and I was like, is this really happening? Is it really happening? Yeah, and I must admit though, because I've heard enough people saying, they keep telling, not showing, but at least in this episode, they did actually tell us a lot more. They had long enough to do it. Yeah, they did actually tell us a lot more. And I actually liked during the fourth's little gag at the end about the table when he's speaking to the elves, and and the king of the elves gives him the table, and he's just basically pulling the leg. But I'm just like, man, I was trying to think. I was going to review it and make a video about each of them, and I thought, there isn't really anything to review. There's other people out there reviewing this stuff. I mean, just to drop a few names, flipping just some guy in there, Rotty, if you want to know, it's clear that they really don't like this show, they've totally broken the law and still made a bad show, but if plus other guys. I've watched a bit of Tolkien Untangled. Is it Rainbow Dave? Yeah, he goes into it all and that lot. Like, so you can't really, if you don't really know about the law, you can't really talk about it from that angle. And then, like from the other angle, it's a crap boring show. It's very contradictory. So I was trying to watch it as if it wasn't Tolkien, if it was just some made up random thing, and yet it it's it's just balmy. She-Hulk is balmy. And he's like, what is this with all this balminess they're making? Like I can see, that's just puddles. Yeah, I'm puddled. No, I've been puddled for a long time, but that's why I find some of this stuff like kind of amusing. I can sort of I said the same thing about flipping Kenobi. It's entertaining, but not for I don't think the reasons that the stupidity of that whole series. It was just some big like silly sketch thing, like Robot Chicken or something. But live action, that show was just so ridiculous. It was clearly a piss take or a quick cash. I don't know. And then the Lord of the Rings, the built. No wonder they didn't want to show anything about it before it come out. He's he's a complete and utter what the fuck's happening? Why this week has been so bad for entertainment that I've actually been watching The Expanse, and I was recommended The Expanse quite a while back, and to be honest, I couldn't really get into. I gave it a go, but a bit too slow for me, and um, with the children and other things I have to do, and that I just simply hadn't got the time to sit down and really concentrate on it, because that is a show that you do have to sort of concentrate and remember things, or otherwise you can quite easily get quite sort of confused with the storyline. But yeah, I've been watching that and really got into it. So it's I don't want to review it or anything, but yeah, I really got into it, really enjoyed it. And then trying to watch the stuff that's come out recently to review, I just find I can't do it. It's I've got no, and there's no plot points or story, or it's just continuations of nonsense. I mean, the episode before of Rings of Power, he's like, flipping hell, they're just about to leave Numenor, how long's it taken? And then they spend a whole nother episode and they still haven't left. I mean, what are they waiting for? Christmas? At this rate, it is going to be Christmas. I mean, yeah, I know elves live a long time, and the Numenorians live much longer than regular humans, But still, they they can't wait around for bloody ever, can they? They just can't. The people writing the story, they just stuck. They supposedly making 5 seasons of it, And yeah, on season 1, there's like a Numenor, and it's like, oh, we can't write anymore. We need to, we'll just do a bit with the orcs. And yeah, and the orcs aren't really doing anything. Have you seen how many of them dirty humans are at that tower? And why do they want that tower? Oh yeah, because there's a thing on a wall to the hilt of a. And how many elves were there before? 3. I mean, how many flipping orcs does he need to change a light bulb? None, because the orcs can't change light bulbs. You know what I'm saying? And flipping can't do it. Cannot do it. And then just to put the flipping cherry on the flipping undercooked cake was Andor. And that was a boring load of MacGuffin. Or nothing, even. Because the MacGuffin wasn't nothing. I mean, because the guy didn't even want it. In the end, he was like, oh, well, I wanted you. And he's like, well, I don't know. Yeah, what a week of boring, stupid, supposed entertainment. No, it really got to me. I just thought, yeah. It bugged me that much. I couldn't even review House of the Dragon. I'm gonna lump them into like a few together because like I noticed the last 2 seasons were 2 episodes, so were very similar in the what's going on, just the palace intrigue and that. So again, yeah, lump a couple together. But yeah, the rest of them, She-Hulk, Rings of Power, and Andor, yeah, absolutely like boggled me beyond like belief. And like I say, I tried to put my brain into and to think who would be the people that would like this and how would they think about it, and like, yeah, mildly amusing until I got to Andor, which was boring. But yeah, is it just me or is it there's really bad writing who is sitting there doing it, or is it some sort of plan? Is it a master plan, like to take over? Like, unleash it, will experiment on these people first and then we'll move on. Well, I think I'm going to remove myself from it for my health, really. Poor me. I am. I can't. So, this video is basically one big rant about mostly Disney and Marvel and now Rings of Power. Yeah, that's all you need to know. Is for your own sanity, you might as well lose it for a bit and then afterwards put it back together. Thank you for listening. That totally made no sense, but nothing I talked about did. So if you got this far, congratulations. Thank you very much. Peace.